Though I admit I'm curious who she might be. Who are you? And what are you doing on my ship?
Bell Tower keeps 2 ships in port. They're going to plant that package in Administrator Wang's office. Then you hop in a cargo pod and off you go. And where she may port, I bet you find your scientist.
You're the cruise director? Because I've got a complaint.
You think you're funny, do you? Well, let's see how funny you feel after Lieutenant Keitner gets through with you. Lieutenant?
It's useless to resist. This chair has a built-in EMP field generator. Your augs are nothing but dead metal right now.
Is that so?
No doubt they will have reset to Factory 0. You need a limb clinic.
You can't have it both ways, you know. You can't play the good cop when you've been playing the bad cop.
You think you're clever, don't you? But this ship is heading to a bell tower naval base, a military facility for the confinement and interrogation of unprivileged belligerents. And when we get there, we're going to take you apart.
Unprivileged belligerents. I can't wait to see how that looks on my resume.
Keep laughing, funny man, because in my experience, comedians always break first. Still, when they found you in that cargo container, you did manage to take out a number of highly trained men. Tell me something, Hotshot. Do you enjoy taking people's lives?
Doesn't keep me awake at night when I do. How about you, sweetie?
I'm not the one planting bombs and blowing up dockyards, darling.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Like hell you don't. We may not know who you are, yet, but Burke's running your profile as we speak. High-grade combat spec augmentations, built to be somewhat unnoticeable so you blend in with the civs. Someone spent an awful lot of money creating you.
Lucky me.
So I guess the real question is, are you a terrorist? Or some kind of corporate thief?
Shut off the EMP generator. We'll find out.
You have absolutely no idea of the shit you're in, do you? Rifleman Bank Station is a black site. It's off the grid. No one will come and rescue you. No one even knows where it is. You'll be dropped into a deep, dark hole and never see the light of day again. Stew on that for a while, tough guy. Commander Burke and I are returning to the base. Keep a close eye on him. You've secured his gear?
Yes, sir. Locked in one of the rooms upstairs, sir.
Good. Then you have your orders.
Pritchard. Are you there? Pritchard? Damn it.
Shit. I'm glad you left the LT are flying back to the base. They both look ready to tear someone's head off. And not each other's for once.
Doesn't surprise me. I get the feeling this guy's not talking
belligerence like you just did in front of the wrong guy, you might join him in lockup. So shut up and keep watch. Yeah? What do you want?
You're overreacting. There's nothing here. What are you doing here? Where is he? He's here somewhere. Find him. Where is he? He's here. Get a better line. This isn't good.
Thrusters full back, slowing to 5 knots. Adjusting main ballast tanks, dropping draft 2 meters.
Pritchard, is that you?
I'm unlocking the door to the...
You're breaking up.
Find the CIC.
Clear landing pad for liftoff. Rifleman Bank Station control confirmed. Adjusting main ballast, dropping draft 2 meters. Warning. Unstable load detected.
Stasis pod failure imminent. Manual re-initiation of stasis pod life support needed. Stasis pod O2 saturation levels service oxygen delivery system. Container breach detected. Stasis pod failure imminent. Manual re-initiation of stasis pod life support needed. Stasis pod O2 saturation levels decreasing. Service oxygen delivery system.
bastards flying back to the base, I guess we'll be done.
Wasn't soon enough for Burke. Bastard couldn't wait the couple hours we held position. Had to see the stowaway for himself. And bring Keitner.
I don't think it was his choice. I'll bet she had to talk pretty hard to be included. Base commander or not, she doesn't carry much weight with Burke and his spec ops.
Well, I hope she learned what she needed to down in the hold, because once Burke gets this joker in detention, no one will be hearing from him anytime soon.
Good. I was there when we found him. Took out 5 guys before we could subdue him. So I'm not going to be losing any sleep.
Stop him!
Need a line of sight.
Can't see him!
Initiating approach.
Good visibility, becoming poor in showers, moderate icing.
Richard,
Francis Pritchard isn't going to be hearing you anytime soon, Bratan. Not only this close to the base, he's jamming away.
who the hell are you?
Someone who's gone to a lot of trouble to make your escape look like accident. I was hoping you wouldn't call quite so much attention to it on your way to this room. But one works with the tools he has. Get to the aft cargo bay. Find the sally port there and enter it. You're going to encounter more resistance. But the longer you stay undetected, the better off your future will be.
X-ray niner.
Don't move! Got to hit the alarm!
Bearing R337.5 relative.
Beat it! Lost him! I'll kill you! Acknowledge! Cover me! What are you doing here? I'm going to find you! Got you!
Don't make me kill you!
What are you doing here? Need backup! Don't make me kill you!
Docking bay confirmed.
Damn, better keep searching. I guess he's gone. For now.
Securing bay door. All personnel prepare for unloading.
What the hell is that?
Aft and bow thrusters full back.
He's hiding somewhere. Search the place.
Aft and bow thrusters full back.
He's not here. Jesus, he's right here. I better stay ready.
Securing bay doors. All personnel prepare for unloading.
Activating security scan. Biometric data assembled. Subject not recognized.
Sadly, Norway gets at the base on alert. I may be able to buy you some time, but
So, you're a hacker.
there's a maintenance tunnel in loading bay 1. Access through a floor panel. Get inside. Follow the cables, and try not to kill the person inside.
Access granted.
him a hold until we could transfer him to detention.
Affirmative. Okay. I want a thorough sweep of the ship's loading bay. Anything strange turns up, report immediately. We've got a box guard on standby in case.
Is this about the stowaway that was captured en route? I thought he was being kept in the hold until we could transfer him to detention.
Affirmative. However, we've also been apprised of some alarm activity on board. Nothing confirmed, but we're keeping this one by the book.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
He's there! Stop him! Suppression fire! Holy shit! What's that?
Can't be. How did he get away?
Continuing sweep! I guess he's gone. For now. You see, I saw... Sounds like someone running. Well, go see where it is. I've got something. Bust him up! Where is he?
That's far enough, Jensen.
You were behind this?
I said that's far enough. I can explain everything if you just stay where you are.
Why don't you put the gun down? Then maybe we can talk.
You think I'm stupid? You've got every reason in the world to hate me, and I've heard what you do to your enemies. Tell me, did you enjoy putting so many BT contractors into comas?
You're the one who let me off the leash.
It wasn't my choice. As a matter of fact, I think you're going to get us both killed before this is over. But if we'd left you in that brig, who'd be around to save your Dr. Reed?
What do you know about Megan?
I know the name set off way too many bells and whistles when I added it to Burke's profile search on you. But it helped me to figure out who you are and why you stowed away on the ship. You think Belltower kidnapped her, don't you?
You want to tell me you didn't?
I wish I could. But after what I've seen this past year, all I know for certain is she's not on the base. Not anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
Not what you're thinking. Listen, Rifleman Bank Station supports all bell tower operations in this region, Jensen. Regular contract and special op. 6 months ago, I received orders to pull every regular grade soldier and civilian contractor away from the airstrip. 2 Black Hawk helicopters set down minutes later. I thought it had to do with Australia, especially when I saw covered stretchers coming out.
How many?
5. Guarded by a heavily augmented special ops team. Burke went out to meet the leader, and the whole group disappeared inside the detention camp. There's some kind of black project going on in there, Jensen. Something involving prisoners and scientists. And I need you to find out what it is.
Tell me more about these scientists.
Technically, I'm in charge of operations here, so I keep tabs on people coming in and out. Burke keeps meeting with doctors and researchers, telling me it's part of his interrogation technique.
You got any names?
None that I trust, unless the Doe family suddenly expanded into Australia and Asia. Thing is, I don't always see how they leave.
Yet you're sure that Megan did.
The Blackhawks did. Without the stretchers, but loaded with 5 stasis pods this time.
I'm gonna need more information than that. Tell me about this black project.
I wish I could, but it's been classified. So classified every BT suit I've talked to refuses to even acknowledge its existence.
But you've seen something.
Only the edges. This station is part base, part military stockade, and every week a new shipment of belligerents arrives. Only Interpol says they're not on anyone's terrorist watch list. Most are just civs, harmless civs. Burke takes them into a restricted wing of the detention camp, and they just disappear.
Why me, Keitner? That is your name, isn't it? The one Burke used back on the ship?
Natanya Keitner, yes. And it has to be you, because any movements I make are noted and logged. I can't risk blowing cover.
Cover? Who are you working for?
A few months ago, an Interpol agent approached me. They've had Bell Tower on their radar for some time, but they've never been able to prove anything. The things that agent pointed out about this base, it opened my eyes to a lot of things. So you see, Jensen, I really am playing the good cop and the bad cop.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Hold still for a second.
What the?
Relax. I'm just compiling your biometric signature. Retinal scan, pulmonary and vascular imaging, the works. Once I upload it to the network and give Corporal Alan Tyler a security rating, you'll be able to pass through specific checkpoints in this sector.
Only this sector? Why not others?
Because you're a fugitive, Jensen. The less room I give you to maneuver in, the more likely it is you'll stay one. I can get you into the detention camp, but the interrogation wing is going to be a problem. Only Burke can give clearances for that.
And I assume you don't want me to go ask for one.
Still the comedian. There's a security mainframe inside the detention camp's central command tower. You'll need to upload this copy of your biometrics there by hand. Contact me using your Infolink once you do. Any more questions?
The guards in the prison complex, are they Burke's men or yours?
Definitely Burke's. Highly trained, special operatives. So if you start a firefight in there, don't expect to live long.
I'll keep that in mind. I could use some more hardware. Any chance Corporal Tyler will have access to the armory?
You're still a fugitive, Jensen. I suggest you keep a very low profile. Still, there is someone who might be able to supply you. One of the base mechanics, a civilian named Quinn. He runs a nice sideline in procurement.
I know the type. Why should I trust him?
Because I do, and because he has no love for Burke. He's in the lower level maintenance area near the elevator. He'll get you what you need.
I'd like a little clarification here about you and Burke. I take it he outranks you.
Technically, yes. But this station is only part military stockade. And while he and his unit have 100% control over the detention camp, I have authority over the base.
So I don't need to worry that this is all just some creative attempt at mutiny.
Mutiny? You think I'd risk so much because... Listen close, Jensen. Burke is a sexist, chauvinist pig. And yes, he outranks me. He's also been in Bell Tower a lot longer than me, so he's got more connections, which he's used to undermine me at every turn. But that is not why you and I are standing here right now. People are getting hurt. Innocent people. And we have to find out why and expose it.
Exposure could destroy Bell Tower.
Bell Tower used to have honor. We do this right, it might again someday.
That's all I need to know.
Good. I'll upload to the security network from here, so get going. Alan Tyler will exist by the time you reach the prison security port. Just be careful, and try not to draw too much attention.
Not here. Stay ready. This area looks secure. Checking next room. Secure. Looking good. To break it off. Looked everywhere and he isn't here.
He won't get far. Stay alert.
You see anything? Stop him! Bust him up. Take him down. Need a better spot. Enough.
Are you Quinn?
Yeah, that's me. Jensen, is it? You weren't followed, were you?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I can believe that. They're having a hell of a time keeping up with you.
Consider it temporary until I get some bigger guns.
Yeah, I was worried you might say that. Like, I don't want no trouble, you hear? Just minding my own business. Old Quinn's too old for this shite.
Look, Keitner said you can help me. Can you?
Yeah, she told me to be expecting you. I'm just glad you came as soon as you did instead of going off on your own. There's enough kegs of powder lying around here already without throwing another loose cannon in the mix. You know how much we're risking to keep you off the radar? We've only got so much pull around here. It's Burke's show, and he'll do as he bloody well pleases, which means stamping out any rats the moment he gets wind of them.
I'm grateful, but can we get on with it? I understand you run a nice little sideline in procurement.
Aye. From time to time you might say being inclined to do a little, how should we call it? Bartering. On the side. Since the commander signed off on it, I suppose I could open my stock to you. For a price, that is.
You mean I have to pay?
What? Of course you have to bloody well pay. I ain't exactly a fucking armory quartermaster down here. I'm just a civvy contractor trying to make ends meet. This ain't a bleeding charity.
Considering the circumstances,
Circumstances? What, that you're a fugitive and I'm risking my neck just talking to you? What are you trying to pull here? But now that I think of it, if you're looking for a little something for nothing and don't mind a little legwork, I've got an errand that could use running. Consider it a special offer of sorts. Interested?
all right, tell me about this special offer.
Look, I don't know if you've noticed yet, but this base is packing some serious heat. Especially in the form of those walking brick shithouse boxcars. If you get me a few odds and ends, I might be able to whip up a little something to make getting around easier, if you catch my meaning.
What kind of something are we talking about here?
Nothing fancy. Just a 329 series MPRS.
A rocket launcher?
That's right, mate. And custom built. By yours truly, of course. You see, while I might be able to get my fingers on some low-level arms, I'm a little restricted when it comes to military-grade bells and whistles. And I'm itching to try out a new trigger propulsion mix. Maybe even recalibrate the guidance system for some extra punch.
I like the sound of this.
Fucking right, you like the sound of this. It's the bollocks. Look, all you gotta do is find me some components. I'll do the rest. An earlier boat had a shipment of 329s, but I wasn't able to poach any of them before they made it to the armory. Luckily, little Sparrow in my employ managed to lose one through maintenance circulation, but he got himself shit canned before I could collect. Now my little bute's lying around the base somewhere in bloody pieces. The launcher, I mean, not the wee man. Though, no idea really happened to him.
Right, so, long story short, you need me to find the parts and bring them back to you.
Yeah, that about sums it up, I'd say. Just find me the trigger module, scope assembly, and launch a barrel, and we're in business. I could scrape up the rest from leftovers here in the shop.
I'll see what I can find. Any idea where they are?
If I knew that, I would have picked them up myself. You're just gonna have to make do and keep your nose to the ground. Check the obvious places first, like the cargo and receiving areas. Worst case, someone found one of the parts and brought it to administration. But I looked there last.
Got it. What exactly do you do here, Quinn?
In a more civilized world, you might say I pass for the base's lead maintenance engineer. But if you look at it from Beltar's point of view, I might as well just be a glorified janitor. Pays good, though, so, not complaining.
If the pay is good, why the underground market?
Well, why not? You see, civilian contractors operate under different jurisdiction when it comes to bringing outside goods into the base. So while the rank-and-file grunts can only order and receive essentials, toothpaste and the like, I, being the entrepreneurial chap that I am, offer them a more robust catalogue of goods and services. You know the sort. Smokes, beverages, and gentleman's literature.
How does this involve weapons?
Now, let me finish. As an enterprising fellow, I require an exchange of valuables for these slightly less than essential supplies, and often receive some very non-civilian contractor-regulated equipment in exchange, if you catch my drift. Now, normally, I launder my stock through a contact on the mainland, but a deal in Shanghai recently fell through, so lucky for you, I've got some excess inventory to move. Consider this whole arrangement a matter of fortunate timing.
And Keitner is okay with all of this?
Not exactly. You see, some time ago, the commander got wind of my little operation down here. But before she could throw me in the brig, I offered her something I knew she couldn't refuse. Information. I ain't bragging, but I'd managed to build myself quite a little network of sparrows and gophers. I'd known for a while that she'd been at odds with that prick Burke. In the end, I reached a rather simple mutual agreement. I keep her in the loop, and she keeps my neck out of the noose, so to speak.
What can you tell me about this base?
Nothing you don't know, probably. To the outside world, it's a Beltar Naval Logistics headquarters and supply point for their Pacific operations. Beneath the surface, though, it's much, much more.
How so?
Look, nothing personal, mate, but I prefer if the commander did most of the informing. As far as I'm concerned, the less I know, and more importantly, the less I say in this matter, the better off we all are.
Tell me about the commander, Keitner.
Lieutenant Commander, officially. But the grunts don't pay no mind to that. She's the commander as far as they're concerned. It's the Reds who stick to the formalities, you see. Because they're Burke's boys. The spooks. Special operations. You might say there's a bit of a division of loyalty among the troops.
Between Keitner's men and Burke's?
Aye. Since time immortal, there's always been a rivalry of sorts between grunts and spooks. I always assumed it came down to ego. But it's different here. Probably because Burke's different.
What do you mean?
Well, For a start, the man might be a righteous prick, but he's got the respect of his men. And the higher-ups think he's a visionary based on some fancy tech he drummed up a few years back. In other words, the man's got a lot of influence and a lot of power, and, well, I don't think that old proverb needs repeating here. No money-back guarantee or warranty. You break it, you buy it. No refunds.
What now? Need a better spot. On the ground. I'm going.
Activating security scan. Biometric data assembled. Subject recognized. Access granted.
You can't keep us locked up! Please,
He's got the power to get his job.
Keitner, Jensen, I'm in your detention camp and uploading to the security mainframe now.
Copy that. Any problems?
Nothing I couldn't get rid of.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that later. Right now, you need to get inside the interrogation wing and find out what Burke is hiding. Contact me when you know. Keitner out.